Chape Soren, because he said cloning and he's my good friend, so I'll clone with Chape. And Dr. Kolundu, keep it simple, stupid. Suresh, entrepreneur, startup. I have not done a startup, but my son has done a startup and sold it. So that's what we have learned till morning, to keep it as simple as possible. Now, talking about portfolio construction for citizens, senior citizens, I take Dr. Harish's talk, and we'll start with philosophy. There are 5 stages in everybody's life which you have to go through. One is birth, second is growth, third is disease, fourth is decay, and fifth is death. So these are the 5 stages everybody has to go, whether you like it or not. You are born, you grow, you get a disease, you decay, you die. This is a fact of life. Junjhunwalla also died. And Warren Buffett was also going to die. Now, the term decay, I don't like it, so I have put that term as rediscover. And senior citizen in Indian context means anything around 60. And what is the life expectancy of average Indians? 67.74. 67.74 years. So quite a number of us have packed our bags, are sitting in the car. Some of them are in the airport and some of them have their boarding passes. So please understand, you have to plan for retirement early. And that's what my friend Ajay is going to tell. Yes. What happens when you retire? These are the 4 things which happen when you retire. There is a professional transition. You may practice, but you may start wanting to go at 10 o'clock. I give all my cases to Sindhura. She takes care of that. There is a personal transition. Personal transition, whether you like it or not, your legs bend, your back aches, you go for a cataract surgery, you have some problem or other. So there's a personal transition. There's a financial independence. What do we mean by retiring early? Retiring early means to be financially independent so that you have that much of money which makes you do what you want to do, when you want to do, where you want to do, how you want to do, and with whom you want to do. And there is also something called as fulfillment beyond profession. You have slogged all the years. You have something in your mind, and that's what you have to do. That is fulfillment beyond profession. Now, what are the key considerations for retirement readiness? First, assess your financial status. I think this is very important. If somebody doesn't know Excel, then he has to learn Excel, because I agree with Dr. Kolundu that technology is a great boon. And believe me, we are all sitting here not realizing that what all Chape Soren told could be done with an AI. Just feed the data, you get the answer. So assess your financial status, be technologically savvy, define your goals. What do you want to do? You want to go to Europe? What do you want to do? Define your goals. Assess your risk appetite. Not all can invest in stocks. Not all can invest in a startup. So take your risk appetite. Goal is good, but compass is important. So monitor progress. Goal is good. You may have a goal, but you need a compass how you go forwards. And prioritize health, because that is something which is not in your hands. Now, what makes a retirement portfolio work? Capital preservation. If somebody has not started for a corpus at 50, please start looking at a corpus, and your aim during retirement will be to preserve this corpus. Second is knowledge how to generate income from this corpus. This is second knowledge you require. The third is protect from inflation. Inflation is something which eats it. It's a termite. So protect from inflation. The fourth is diversify, because diversification is the moat. You may have 100 crores real estate, but you may not have 1 crore in the bank account. So diversify. The fifth is tax optimization. There are only 2 truths in this life. One is death and the second is tax. So you need to know what the tax laws are. Now, word about health insurance, because that is very important for a senior citizen. Have a base policy. And somebody spoke morning, your base policy should be around 10 to 15 lakhs. Because if your base policy is 5 lakhs, it may not afford for the room rent. So your base policy should be around 10 lakhs. A super top-up policy, I would recommend for all youngsters, take 1 crore. Because as you age, the insurance company don't give. The third is, all those who have not done till now, have a senior citizen specific policies. Now, the advantage of a senior citizen specific policy is that the wait period is only for 2 years. Morning, somebody was mentioning about Brain Thompson. You know how much percentage of health insurance claim rejection is there in India? 25%. 25% health claim rejection is there because there are people sitting out there to reject your claims. And you know how much in terms of crores it is? Last year it was 15,600 crores which was rejected. So I would recommend that you have a dedicated health corpus for yourself. And if you start doing it at 30 years with 3,000 per month, with a rate of interest of 12%, and at the age of 55 years, you will have a corpus of 54 lakhs. Imagine. Be active and maintain good health. That's more important. Be active and maintain good health for your senior citizens. Income streams from retirement. From where does income come during retirement? One is a systematic withdrawal plan. We'll talk about it. I'm sure many speakers will speak because I have been given just 10 minutes. The second is interest income. This is important. Third is rental income. The fourth is dividend income. And the fifth is annuity income. Now, this is a very famous strategy. I have made it very simple. Number one, now. What do you need now? As rightly said by Dr. Kolundu, 12 months emergency corpus. What do you need now? Keep it in liquid. Partly cash, partly a liquid fund, partly a fixed deposit. What you need in the next 3 years, keep it in a debt fund. What you need later, after 7 years, suppose you are 60 years, what you would need at 74 years or 77 years, try to keep it in equity, because equity is the only one which beats inflation. Now, immediate requirement, 2 minutes, I should be done. Immediate requirement, keep it as cash, keep it as liquid funds, keep it at deposits, fixed deposits, and the rate of, and the percentage allocation will be 10%. Portfolio making is very simple. One is stocks. Second is debts. When you are putting it in stocks, it means that you are taking fractional ownership of a company. When you are putting it in a debt instrument, it means that you are lending your money to somebody. And when you are lending your money to somebody, be sure that the borrower is whom you can get the capital and get the interest too. Third is in gold. Gold is a very safe haven actually. And gold nowadays has become speculative too. Fourth is real estate. So finance is just 8th class mathematics. There are only 4 instruments of investment: stocks, debt, gold, and real estate. Debt instruments, either it is fixed deposit, bonds, G-Secs or treasury bills, post office monthly schemes, and mutual funds. There are certain debt equity could be a direct exposure, like what Dr. Soren said, or it could be indirect in the form of equity traded funds, could be Nifty Bs or Junior Bs or any of those. The advantage of equity is it is inflation protection, it optimizes tax, and it generates income. SIP, STP, SWP, I'm sure somebody will touch upon it. Retirement specific plans, we'll spend a minute on this. NPS, fantastic way of investment. NPS, a very safe, fantastic government issued way of investment. Tier 1 account is for the pension, and Tier 2 account is for equity investment. And the Tier 1 account automatically adjusts according to age. If somebody has not started, please start it. Prime Minister's Vayo Vandana Yojana. It has stopped now, but 31st March 2023 was the last, but that is offering around 7.4% interest. Senior Citizens Savings Scheme, at present the rate of interest is 8.2%, and it is for 5 years, which you can increase once in every 5 years for the next 3 years. Annuities, any of the standard insurance agencies, you can buy an annuity if you want to be peaceful. Because ultimately the idea of money is to be happy. Real estate, in terms of retirement, more from rental yield. I'll not touch upon whether it is residential, commercial. We have a lecture on real estate. Gold, yes, you need to have it. Remember, for example, there's a war between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Ukraine, there is a war. Russia, there is a war. America, there is a change in government. Gold is the only rescue. So you should have gold in your portfolio. And please don't forget, you never know tomorrow. You need to plan for estate planning. Thank you very much. And keep it simple. In the Second World War, Japanese defeated the Americans. Japanese bombers went and bombed America. You know what was powerful for them? The Shinto religion was powerful. In 2014, again, government changed. So the most important thing which brings people together is religion. But more powerful than religion, just imagine what it is. Why this workshop has got so many delegates? A vengeance against somebody, but they always respect the dollar. So money is such an important thing in life. Now what I want to tell you is how money works, number one. Number two, what is the philosophy of money? What really it is? Now look at 8th November 2016, 8 p.m. Mitron. Mitron. It started with Mitron, and all our 1,000 and 500 rupees became valueless after 12 p.m. So money is basically a myth. Let me show you. Try to imagine that if all of people go to a bank and say that it is my hard-earned money, please return. No bank can give you. No bank can give you. And it is not just a myth. Bank of England collapsed. Bank of America collapsed. So money is a myth. You know how much of money is in circulation in India? The total money value of India is 223 trillions. And out of which, you know how much is physical currency? It is 63 billion. So money is basically a myth. That is point number one which I want you to. Money is only a material for our things. Money should not become an addiction. Because once money becomes an addiction, then your dog has a dog's coat which is made of gold and a leash which is of gold. I'm sure people will understand whom I am mentioning too. There was a chief minister of a state who died. She died and her dog was in an AC room. So money is a myth, number one. Number two is money, happiness, Jayalalitha. Jayalalitha's dog had a vest made of gold. So money, is it happiness? Try to imagine, is money is happy. Are we more happy with our cell phones? Are we more happy with our ACs? Are we more happy with our villas? Were people back in Stone Ages not happy? Were we 40 years back not happy? Sir has mentioned when he was. So happiness does not equate with money. And it is not that, because I am not a firm believer of evidence-based medicine. I have lost faith on evidence-based medicine. We are towards more of experience-based medicines. We are more towards creative thinking. But because all of you believe on evidence-based medicine, I am presenting before you the proceedings of National Academy of Sciences Daniel Kahneman, who said that even in 2010, if an American earned $75,000 per year, his life was happy. And anything beyond that was pain. Anything beyond that was pain. So money never equals happiness. And again, 2023, the same proceedings, Killingsworth, he also told the same thing. So please don't equate money with happiness. Happiness is different, money is different. Now, before you start investing, assess yourself. Assess yourself whether you are a risk taker. There are plenty of risk takers. Second, are you risk averse? You don't like risk. Third, are you impulsive? Are you impulsive? Or are you goal oriented? So the second lesson to learn, the third lesson to learn is assess your risk. Look, pause, act. Don't rush to invest. So don't think that if you have heard a lecture which says that stock investing is fantastic, there are people who are happy without stock investing. So please remember that. The next, finance is not rocket science. Indra rightly said, GRED, chari hai. Gold, real estate, equity, debt, that's it. It's not rocket science. We don't need to wash our brains for it. So number one, if you are taking equity, equity means you are buying an ownership in a company. So you are a fractional owner of the company. And if the company gets a profit, you get a profit. If company gives the dividend, you get a dividend. If company goes back, you go back. If people lose faith, the company goes back. So when you buy equity, believe that you are the owner of the company. Real estate. North of Hyderabad was very good, but now west of Hyderabad is going. When I purchased my house, that was the center of the city. When the north of Hyderabad today will become the same as what it was. So real estate has its own swings, and as such, real estate is illiquid. It may not bring money in your pocket because you wouldn't want to sell. See, there are people who are holding land now, but they don't want to sell because the rate is not good. And it has a lot of legal hassles. Look at debts. I read in the WhatsApp group that the government of Telangana was giving bonds at 9.2%. Ajay, 9.2%, and somebody wanted to invest. The government of Telangana does not have money to pay salaries for it. So how are you going to invest in it? So look at, if you are giving a debt to somebody, try to realize whether the borrower will give you the money. Gold. Gold is still a metal. People have faith in it. Now, the reason I am trying to tell you is, look at platinum. Ask anybody, is platinum more costlier than gold? Yes, it is. But look at the way platinum fluctuates. Platinum is cheaper than gold now. Remember this formula. This is a very important formula for all of you. This is called as the apron formula. A is the amount what you want in future. A is the amount what you want in future. P is the principle what you are putting, and that to the power of n is the time. So the most important thing are two in this. One is the principle, the other is the time. Principle, Suresh rightly put it up. Don't forget your profession. You can't be a Junjhunwalla. Your principle should increase. The way your principle should increase, you should work more, or you should innovate, you should do a startup. Time is very important. I remember I invested in the stock market only twice. One when the Twin Tower fell. I didn't sell a single share till now. They are still there because the time is a factor. That was somewhere in 2000, I think. The second is in COVID, and that has made 100%, 200% profit. So time and the principle, that is what we need to know. So compound interest, Indra has shown that. Now, saving for a goal. We have all heard speakers tell that you should save for a goal. But remember, goalposts keep changing. When you were 10 years old, that beautiful doll was your goal. But when you are 40, that lovely Mercedes is your goal. When you are 80s, your health is your goal. So the goalposts keep changing. Remember, the goalposts keep changing, and save for a goal, save without a goal also. So learn how to save and invest, whether it is for a goal or without a goal. Acknowledge luck and risk. Acknowledge luck and risk. Remember, any investment can go 30%. down. You invest today, any investment can go 30% down. It looks very nice to say that today this company is like this and after 10 years, it is only when you sell you make a profit. So that 30% loss, you need to think it as the expense which you have put in the market. Okay? Debt. Many people have spoken on debt. I always feel that person is the most happiest who has least amount of debt. I really don't understand the concept of healthy debt. Healthy debt means a debt which increases your principal. As simple as that. A healthy debt is one which increases the principal. But what I see that with a credit card you buy a house, that is something ridiculous. With a credit card, you pay the hospital bill. There are hospitals which are giving EMIs for the best possible suits. So you don't need to take debt for that. Just 1 minute. Yeah, I've got 5 more minutes. I'll give you 3 more minutes. I'll finish it 2 minutes. So reduce debt. No to debt. No to investment. No to investment with debt. Don't take money from somebody and put it in the market. I know a lot of people who have died as paupers just by the fact that they were thinking that it was a beautiful opportunity to invest, taken crores of rupees loan, put it and then died in debt. So never invest with debt. Healthy debt, I told you, healthy debt is what increases your principal. Build a moat. Build a moat means diversify. Build a moat means build assets. Build a moat means monitor your assets. Finance management is not like surgery. Surgery, you need to be precise 100% of the times. If you are 5% of the times wrong also, you will go to the court. But in finance, you may fail 30% of the times, but still you make money. So finance is as simple as that. Don't complicate. It is as simple as only GRED. You only know, you need to have patience, time, and build the principle. Okay? So build a moat and stay wealthy. Now that's what it is. What are products of need and what are products of need? Please try to assess. Please try to assess what is greed, what is need. Contentment is a God-given gift. So try to find the difference between greed and need. And this is the last. 2 minutes early. This is the last. Please understand the coins on the board are your investment. The coins on the board are your investment and the base is the government. What does it mean? Government takes the tax. Government decides the interest. The government decides the inflation. The government demonetizes. The government prints money. So know the rules of the government before you invest. Whatever all said, master the rhythm and secure the future. Whatever all said and done, don't complicate your brain after this workshop. Remember, you should have fun. Thank you very much.